Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your week ahead reading. This is the 7th to the 13th of October 2019. We're going to do your weekly check-in, then we're going to do work and then love, okay? Also, you've got your monthly October love reading up, so you can always check that out if you fancy it. It's in the link at the end of the video. Okay, let's make a start on your reading then, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, this week you show as being, the Queen of Swords. Quite objective is the Queen of Swords energy. You know, this is a woman who sees things, and I know this character very well because this character is my twin sister. My twin sister is basically Virgo, my business partner. Okay, so when we were redoing the website, she works as a what do they call them? She's a project manager. That's it. For a university, and she manages budgets, she deals with website work, she has to sign off on lots of different people doing lots of different things. You know, she's quite a high profile job that she does, and she's brilliant at it. And she's the one that did all my email campaigning when we set up the website. It was very successful when we redid the website and everything. But she was also very clear, and she was very objective. And she has a clear vision for my business. And what she says goes a lot of the time. And I don't kind of contradict her. We've had a lot of arguments and stuff on how I see certain things and how she sees certain things. But the Queen of Swords is very forceful in the way that she communicates. Because she really believes in what she says. When she's got an objective and when she's got an idea and when she has a vision, that's it. You can't compromise with the Queen of Swords. Don't get me wrong, she's a nice lady. I like her a lot. I mean, she's, you know, there's other jobs that she'll turn up in. She'll turn up as a nurse, for example. She could be somebody who works within a serious illness unit. She can be a psychiatrist. She can be a psychotherapist. She's someone who you would go and speak to, but she's not the type that would kind of have an interactive kind of conversation as a counsellor. She's one of those counsellors that will just sit back and just listen, you know, and she'll write down notes and things like that. She's also a writer as well. With the Queen of Swords, you get it with the Magician. This is somebody or a page or something like that, Page of Wands, Page of Cups, that type of thing. She's a creative person. She's an analyst. You know, she's an what do they call them? An analyst. She works in analysis anyway. So she analyzes, and I think that this week it might be for some of you Virgos that you are very much analysing a situation this week. This is somebody who has who has a clarity of thought. That, you know, I love the Queen of Swords. She's definitely one of my favourites. I don't really like her when she's reversed. She's tapping, for me, she taps more into her water energy when she's reversed. But in the upright, this is somebody who is very clear and very objective. What's the reason for this? It's funny, did I not just say there was a Page of Cups? Did I not just say if she shows me the Page of Cups, this might be somebody who's writing creatively? I don't think it's creative writing, but I think that there is a new creative Page of Cups energy venture that you are. And also, no, I don't think it's that. The thing with the Page of Cups is there's a difference between the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups. The Queen of Swords is objective, right? So she's mature. And the way that she sees things is in a mature light. So she will see things very, very clearly. Now, it might be this week that you come across or you are having to act in a very kind of severe way. You're going to have to act in a way that you probably don't want to have to act in, Virgo. Okay, you're probably going to have to be, because the Queen of Swords is quite strict as a character, okay? So it might be that you're going to have to kind of enforce this very strict energy, all right, where you're going to have to be extraordinarily straight down the line. The way that you communicate is going to have to be very straight. You're going to have to kind of just allow your views and your points of views and all the rest of it to be known. End of story. And you're going to have to be extraordinarily tough with the Queen of Swords energy. You're going to have to kind of be like, this is the way it is, and that's that. It could be you're dealing with a child, a Page of Cups. Now, a Page of Cups child, oh, they're lovely. They're sensitive, they're sweet, they're playful. They've got this wonderful free energy that, you know, Page of Cups is a lovely kid. But also the Page of Cups is a dreamer, and especially if you're dealing with an adult or a teenager, teenagers are pages anyway. Pages go up to about the age of 21. So if you're dealing with a young person who's 21 and under, somebody who thinks that they know it all, but they really don't, somebody who lives in the land of fantasy, which is what a Page of Cups does, Virgo, it might be with that Queen of Swords energy that you're going to have to kind of communicate in a very tough and austere way. And I think that this is a week for you being very tough. It could be on a child or a person under the age of 21, or it could be on someone who's older but has the attributes of what this page carries, but not a positive attribute as such. And it's because you're showing as a Queen of Swords. That's why the attribute is not so great. It's more fanciful, the attribute is with this page. This page is like, I'll give you an example. This page would be like, oh man, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to be an actor. Despite not having a shred of experience in acting. Despite probably being at acting school for like all of 10 minutes. Yes, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to be an actor and I'm going to be the biggest thing on the screen. The Queen of Swords would be like, what are you talking about? You've just started acting. How on earth are you going to go on the stage in New York? Who's going to take you? You don't have any experience. Get your experience under your belt and then go to New York. That's what the Queen of Swords would say, because she's thinking logically, you see. The Page of Cups doesn't always think logically, thinks more fancifully. So I think that you're dealing with somebody who's quite fanciful. I don't think it's a young child. I mean, it might be that you're going to have to kind of reprimand or discipline, because the sword people are disciplinarians. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, they're disciplinarians. You're dealing with somebody who is young or has the energy of, really youthful energy, and somebody who is kind of very fanciful, that type of thing. And I think that you're going to have to be the disciplinarian this week. You're certainly going to have to be kind of bad cop rather than good one, whoever this person is. What's your goal for the week? Oh, look who showed up again. Queen of Swords. Oh my God. You are definitely, look, you've got yourself as the 2 Queen of Swords. 2 Queen of Swords. That is your goal, is to be the Queen of Swords. This is the... What deck is this that I'm using? This is the Ciro Marchetti deck. Ciro Marchetti Tarot Grand Lux. This is his version of the Queen of Swords. And this is the Angels. What's this one called? This is the Influence of the Angels version of the Queen of Swords. Okay. What I noticed is that she's writing down a few plans. So I feel that you are writing down plans. And it's really funny, because what I think is going on here actually, Virgo, is that you've got someone who doesn't really know what they're doing. This Page of Cups. They're lovely and everything, but they live in the land of fantasy. And there you are trying to kind of reel this Page of Cups in. And what you're trying to do this week, Virgo, is say, okay, we need to kind of get you structure. We need to kind of get some structure to you. Because you're saying you want to do all of this stuff, but you're young, you're naive, or you're dreaming, or you're fantasizing. Let's try and write things down and get things in. So really, what you're trying to do is restructure. I think that this week it's all about you trying to... I think you're helping someone. I think you're trying to restructure the life of an individual who seems to be living in the land of fantasy and doesn't seem to have much structure or boundaries around what they're doing. And your aim is the Queen of Swords. And this is to, get some discipline going with the Queen of Swords energy. The goal for you is to get your voice across and to get your ideas heard. And hopefully, whoever this Page of Cups is that's hearing your ideas will take them on board. Because her objective is to get the words out and to get her ideas known. That's what the Queen of Swords does as an individual. What is the obstacle you need to overcome? Somebody's not listening to you. This Page of Cups... 4 of Swords is not listening. This Page of Cups isn't listening to you. They're not listening. This is why you've got problems with this person. They're not listening to you. What could you be achieving concerning this by the end of the week? Well, you could be achieving clarity. You could make it known to them, the Sun. Because the Sun is clarity. So by the end of the week, you could be achieving with the Sun energy transparency and clarity of the matter with the Sun energy. Okay, because Sun is kind of shining a light on the situation. I think that your voice will be heard by the end of the week for some of you guys. But I think this person's either a child or somebody who's younger than you, or somebody who's lived in the land of fantasy for too long. What do you need to avoid? Being too loving, I would say, with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of being too... But, the Ace of Cups is a tricky card because you could just be overly doing it. I don't think it's being too loving. I think it's overly doing something here, Virgo. Because the Ace of Cups is like, it's over. It's like, can you see how the water's coming up? There's like a waterfall. It's overly doing things when you get the Ace of Cups. So I think you've got to avoid overly doing stuff. I think if somebody's not listening to you, Four of Swords, and I think that this isn't a child. I think this is either a young adult, 18 upwards, or this is somebody who's slightly older with the energies off that page. But I think if this person, Four of Swords, is not listening, because that's the obstacle you need to overcome, Virgo, then what I would probably say is, you need to avoid overly egging it, which is what the Ace of Cups is. You need to embrace Five of Swords energy. You need to embrace with the Five of Swords energy. And it's funny, because you need to avoid the Ace of Cups and you need to embrace the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is an interesting card to show for what you need to embrace. Because Five of Swords is putting yourself first, but Five of Swords is also cutting yourself off. You're not trying to hurt this person, all right? That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to help them, I think, Virgo. And I think with the Five of Swords energy, it is about putting yourself first. I'm trying to think of it in another way, but I think it's more putting yourself first. Because I think that you need to avoid overly egging this thing. You need to avoid overly kind of communicating with this person. Communicating too much, kind of trying to drill that point in to whoever this page is that will not listen to what you have to say. Because you're trying to steer this person on the right track, but they're not listening to you, Virgo. And you need, I know that you want to push it. You want to push it because you want to ensure that they listen to you with this Ace of Cups energy, but this is what you need to avoid. And I think with the Page of Swords, Five of Swords energy, this is more about putting yourself first. Because I think you've just got to take care of your own needs more than anything with this Five of Swords. Because I think that this person in time will learn. There's only so much you can do, and I think that what I'm seeing in the cards here is that you're afraid of this person making a mistake. I think you're really scared of that, and I think that you want nothing more, Virgo, than to stop them from making a particular mistake. But I think at the end of the day, if they're not willing to listen, there's very little that you can do. If you need support, guidance, where can you go? Well, go to the Six of Swords energy. Go to somebody who can guide you, steer you, or even steer them in the right direction. Because you've got this 6 funnily after the 5, which is interesting. You've got the 6 after the 5. But you need to embrace the Five of Swords. And I don't feel that it's about you embracing taking radical, nasty action. This is not what this is about. I actually feel that intuitively that Five of Swords is you. You need to embrace. You need to avoid overly doing it with this person, Ace of Cups. Overly kind of like just being too much and saying too much to them, especially when they're not listening. All right, Four of Swords. And you need to embrace just putting yourself first, because they're probably down this little hole here. So if they fail, they fail. But you've got to look after yourself, Virgo, and put yourself first. And if you need advice, just go to someone who can guide you in the right direction, or maybe somebody who can guide them in the direction if this is something that's difficult for you to do. What we're going to do now, Virgo, we're going to put the camera down on the cards and we're going to discuss the layout. Then we're going to do your work and your love reading. So please bear with me. Okay, your spreads here, sweethearts. And let me just pull these down a little bit here so that we can see the top ones a bit better. And we're going to get some advice on this in a moment. For your advice cards this week, we're going to use the Doreen Virtue Guardian Angel cards, okay, which I really like. So, you know what, I was looking at this Five of Swords, and often when I'm having trouble thinking about what the card is trying to tell me, when I'm laying out the spread again for you guys to see on the table, I'll think about that card. And I just felt that you need to embrace that if you need to let them fall, let them fall. Because what happens with the Five of Swords guy is, he's not bothered about the people behind him. He's not bothered. Do you see what I mean? So, this is why he can easily just defeat them. And this isn't about you defeating anyone. But I just feel looking at this card, it's saying, you know, if you need to let them go, just let them go. Five of Swords energy, that's what you need to embrace, because they'll learn in their own way. You guys are showing up as the Queen of Swords this week, Virgo. This is all about you being quite a disciplinarian-ish with this Queen of Swords energy. And also I noticed that there's writing on here. So you're laying down a few plans. You're trying to create some form of structure with this Queen of Swords energy, and you're being very clear, and you're kind of talking about the objectives and talking about the plans and the ideas that you've had for this individual here, this page. Now, this will be somebody else, I think. This is someone who is younger, probably. It could be a child, Virgo. I think it's going to be a young adult though, probably around the age of 16 to 18 upwards. More than likely 18, something like that. Probably they've finished their schooling or something like that. They're around, they could be in their 20s, early 20s, but this is young, or this will be somebody who has, if they're in their 30s, 40s, that type of thing, they're still not grown up with the Page of Cups energy. And I think that with the Queen of Swords, what you're doing this week is, number one, you're advising this individual. And you're not just advising them, you're writing down all of this information. You're saying, okay, you've got these dreams, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you're young, or, you know, you're a bit naive on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down, with this Queen of Swords energy, a plan of action for you to follow that's going to help you kind of maybe, you know, experience or, you know, get your dream, the dream that you want. If you've got a dream with the Page of Cups, if someone's got a dream with the Page of Cups, then you'll write it down in physical form, and you'll say, okay, well, maybe you need to follow these guidelines, or these are a few ideas that I had for you on this matter. But you're going to be very clear with this individual this week, because you are the mature thinker. This is someone who lives in the land of fantasy. So it's about trying to help someone to grow up and smell the coffee this week, and also just trying to set somebody on the right path. Your objective is the Queen of Swords again. She showed up again for you. This is Chiro's version of the Queen of Swords. And your main goal this week is really to get your point of view across, because that's the Queen of Swords energy. She's a talker, a communicator. She doesn't kind of mince her words, and it's all about getting her point of view across. So I feel that your goal will be to get your point of view and your main objectives across to this individual, your ideas across. The only obstacle you need to avoid is, or overcome, is that this person, I think, with the Four of Swords, I think that they're very present, but I think that they're not listening. I just think that they've just gone to bed. They're just not listening. I think this person is falling on deaf ears. That's the obstacle you need to overcome. However, what you could be achieving by the end of the week is the Sun, which is, you know, creating some enlightenment, at least getting something out there, at least making something more kind of known and, you know, clearer to whoever this page is. Avoid over-egging stuff. Ace of Cups is overdoing it. It's an overflow. So avoid kind of talking. They're not listening. Just avoid talking to them. If they're not listening to you, just avoid doing that. All right? And embrace it. If you're going to have to cut them off, that's the word I was looking for. If you're going to have to cut them off, cut them off. I don't mean cutting them off like I'm never speaking to you again, but I mean if you have to cut them off from help, you know, stop helping them, Five of Swords energy, cutting them off, then you're going to have to do that. Do you see what I mean? Because you can only help so much. You really can only help so much, Virgo. If you need advice and support, go to someone who can guide you, or somebody who you feel probably can guide them. Let's have a look at what the advice is. What is the advice you have for Virgo, please, for this week, universe? What's the advice you have for Virgo this week in these cards, please? Show me. Okay. Three of Cups, Three of Emotion. Wonderful news is on its way. Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. Lovely. All right, what we're going to do now, we are going to focus on your work and also your love reading. So please bear with me. Hi Virgo, so we're going to do your work reading. Let's have a look at what's going on for work for you. Let's have a look. Oh, the star. So star can mean recognition, can mean success. So when you get the star card in a work reading, this can mean that you are receiving recognition for your work. You're being elevated at work. People are praising you for your work. It's very similar to a Six of Wands in a way, very similar energy. But yeah, this can be recognition and success, achievement within work, the star energy. Oh, nice. Ace of Coins. So Ace of Coins, job, new job. Some of you guys, it's definitely getting a new job this week coming in, because the Ace of Coins is new work, okay? Or it could be that you guys are being recognised for your work. Maybe with the Ace of Pentacles, you're being given some form of an accolade. Ace of Pentacles isn't always the new money or the new job. Sometimes it's an accolade. Let's have a look. Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords. So, Page of Swords in a work reading can be a trainee position, or it's something that you're learning. I think that you're doing some, like a junior, some of you guys, it's being offered a junior position within a team, for example. Three of Coins is the team, the job. So, being offered Ace of Coins, a junior position, Page of Swords within the team. okay, showing up here. The Three of Coins energy in a work reading is also about people who are recognizing your skills as well. Sometimes this is a promotion as well when you get the Three of Coins. I mean, there's definitely something about learning. Okay, it could be that you're going on a course with your team, or within a team you're learning something within a team, or it could be that you're being offered a junior position or a trainee position, because this can be the trainee, the Page of Swords position within the team, within the job, that type of thing. Things looking really good with that star energy there as well. Let's have a look at the next one. Oh, you got two offer cards. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the card that shows up when there's an offer coming your way. Okay, I'm seeing a new job here, Ace of Coins. It could be a junior position within a team being offered with the Knight of Coins, Knight of Cups energy. The star energy is saying that if you've been having a dream or because I feel here when I look at the first 5 cards, yeah, for some of you guys you're getting the recognition that you deserve. But also more than anything, the star for me is saying that this week the stars seem to be aligning. They seem to be favouring you this week, Virgo, in terms of work. I am getting a new job here, Ace of Coins. It seems to be, it might be a junior position, or you're being offered a trainee position. Trainee position is being offered Knight of Cups within work or within a team of people. So I feel that this is, or it's just a new position. But usually when you get pages in work, it's a trainee position or it's an opportunity to learn something. You don't necessarily know what the job's about, so you wouldn't really know much with a page card showing up in terms of work. Judgment, and for some reason I knew that this card was going to show up somewhere along the line. Okay, with the Judgment energy showing here. But Judgment, when it comes to work, sometimes this is a decision that one is making. Sometimes somebody's coming to a judgment, but also this is being judged. So when you get the Judgment card, sometimes this is being on the last leg of an interview. All right, so I'm seeing if you guys are in on the last leg of an interview, like you're in the, you're in the final stages of an interview with the Judgment energy, it might be that this is ending up positive with the star energy. So if you're in the final stages of an interview in the next few weeks, it could end up very much in your favour with that star energy, okay? We're getting the offer, the Knight of Cups, of the job. It does look like it's I mean, it's a new position, yes, with the Page of Swords, but also it could be kind of a trainee or a junior position within a team here, with the Page of Swords energy showing here. Or Page of Swords, usually I would say that this is a trainee position with the page. Or it's something to do with, maybe this is a position that's being offered in communications, because the Page of Swords is communications. When you get the sword people, what they do tend to work in this communication. So you might be being offered a position, the Ace of Coins energy, working in communications in a team. This might be in a communication centre, that type of thing. But I'm thinking the last leg, if you're on the last leg of an interview here, it's looking very positive for you here. What's the next one? Yeah, and then you've got the new opportunity. There's new opportunities all over. We've got the Knight of Cups, the offer. We've got the Fool, which would be the new opportunity. We've got the Ace of Coins. Again, this is the job offer, the new opportunity in terms of work. So you've got 1, 2, 3 cards indicating that there's something new happening in terms of a job. It's a new opportunity. It's a new job. Showing up here. You've got the last stage of the interview here looking positive. I think that this might be a trainee position with the Page of Swords, or you're working in some form of communications with the Page of Swords energy showing up here. The 10 of Cups, which is really nice. So you're going to fulfill that. The fulfillment card is the 10 of Cups energy. So with the full energy, there's an opportunity here that you're going to fulfill. So basically, it's a slam dunk for you with this 10 of Cups, because 10s represent the fulfillment of their suit. There's fulfillment here, okay? Let's have a look. However, we do have a death card, change, endings, interesting. Death and, ooh, what's going on here? Death and the 8 of Cups. Those two cards are definitely leaving a job. I think this is these are different cards. I think that there are different aspects to this reading personally for myself. Let's have a look here. So, for some of you guys, Virgo, what I'm seeing in terms of work is some of you guys, let's have a look at it in a couple of ways. So let's start here, actually, the bottom line. Some of you guys, judgment can also mean that you've come to a decision, or you're really kind of at this crossroads in terms of work. And some of you guys have come to a decision that you want to do something new. You want to have a look for a new opportunity in terms of work, okay? Probably you've reached a decision that you've come to the ending of a cycle where you work here, and now it's time with the Death and the 8 of Cups to leave behind a particular job. So some of you guys are actually coming to a conclusion this week or in the next few weeks, Virgo, then it's time to move on from a job. You've literally reached, the Judgment card means to reach a conclusion. Some of you guys have reached a conclusion. It's time to look at new opportunities. You've made a decision that the cycle of where you're working is now ended, and it's time to move on. Death and the Eight of Cups energy. I hope you can see the Eight of Cups clearly. It's time to move on, okay, with the Death and the Eight of Cups energy showing there. And for some of you, I feel that if you're on the last leg of an interview, for example, it's looking very positive with the Star. You're being offered the Knight of Cups, the job, with the Ace of Pentacles energy. I get the impression with the Page of Swords that this is kind of like a trainee position within a team, or this could be working in a communication position within a team with the Page of Swords. But usually when you're a page in a job, you're just new to the job, so it just feels like it's a really new position for some of you guys that you're being offered here. It's a position that's going to allow you to grow and to move forward, okay? And also some of you guys being recognised in work with the Star energy, and this comes with receiving an accolade, a reward for some positive, some good work that you're being recognised for as well. Let's have a quick look at what the advice is for work this week, because what we're using the Astral House cards. This is from the tea leaf fortune cards that I have. You have the astral houses, and we're looking at the card of career and wealth for this particular part of the reading, okay? So let's have a look at for your career. I'm going to get the tea leaf cards. I'm going to throw out 3 cards around that career, okay? Universe, Spirit, show me. In terms of Virgo's career, what is the advice you have for Virgo and their career? What is the advice that you have for Virgo and their career, please? So we've got 1, 2, and let's just 1, 2, there we go, 3. All right, so we've got 3 cards. Let's have a look at what the universe is talking about for your career, for advice. You got Moon, so there's going to be changes in your life, and I'm seeing changes all along here, because you've got that Judgment card where you guys are at this crossroads and you've reached this absolute kind of decision with the Judgment energy that you want to look for a new opportunity. You've reached the ending of a cycle where you are, and it's ready for a change. So that makes sense of changes within your life in terms of the work that you do. The handshake, so a meeting with a stranger could be important. So this could be a meeting with someone about a new job. So I'm seeing changes in your life, some of you guys going for meetings on a new job. Let's have a look at this one. And this could be your Judgment card as well, and the Star. Any interviews, last leg of interviews, could be quite positive. And bread. Period of prosperity and abundance. Really good cards for career. So there's going to be changes in your life. The universe is saying around your career, Virgo, okay, with the Moon card. The handshake card is saying that this could involve a meeting with someone that could be really important, and I think that this could be a period of prosperity and abundance for you. It could bring this in this area here, certainly where you're being kind of, last leg of the interview looks positive. You're being offered Knight of Cups, a job with the Ace of Coins. It looks, for me, with the Page of Swords, it looks like a very kind of junior job, or this is something completely new that you've not done before with the Page of Swords energy, because there's a lot. This could also be a job where you're training at the same time, because Page of Swords, pages represent going into a job and training. So this could be being offered a job where part of the job consists of some form of training within the job. So it might be, and also I'm thinking here that it's looking really positive for some of you Virgos, that you'll receive a job offer. It might also be that 3 of Pentacles could be 3 weeks or 3 months of training with the Page of Swords before you're being given an offer. So also it could be for some of you guys that, you've got this job offer coming through, but it might come with kind of these caveats whereby, yes, we're offering you the job. However, there is this probation period whereby you're going to be training Page of Swords for about 3 to 3 months with the 3 of Coins before we offer you the job with that Knight of Cups as well. All right. So this is really good. You've got a period of prosperity and abundance coming in as well. Let's have a quick look at what your wealth is looking like, guys, for the next week or so. So wealth. Universe, Spirit, show me wealth. What do you see coming in around wealth for Virgo, please? Show me wealth. Okay, let's have a look. So for wealth, we're going to get... I'd like you to see me getting out the cards, you see. And let's just turn all of this over. Here, there's these cards here that need to be turned over as well. Alright, so Universe, Spirit, show me money for... What do you see for the rest of the week for Virgo and cash? What do you see for the rest of the week for Virgo and cash? Show me in 3 cards, please, the advice for money. So we've got 2 cards here, Virgo, and let's have a look. 1 card there. Okay. No, 2 cards here. All right, so for your money, the advice from the universe is Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So you could be receiving a precious gift or receiving a precious gift in line with money. The Tree, there are affairs, financial affairs, I think, within your family that need to be sorted this week, guys. What else have we got? We've got the Table card, which says that there's hard work ahead involving your money. And also the Archway. However, new opportunities, possibilities and paths are opening up, I guess, to make more money, which is nice. All right, that's great. Let's have a quick look at your love reading. Bear with me. Okay then, Virgo, let's have a look at what love is saying to you for the week. For your love reading, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups in a love reading means contentment. You know, this is the card of happiness and joy and pleasure. And if you have this with a Two of Cups, you're really happy with the person that you've got. You're really happy with your partner, that type of thing. So I'm seeing a lot of happiness here and contentment, Nine of Cups. And did I just mention the Two of Cups to you guys? Oh my God, I'm psychic. Yeah, there's real contentment. That's incredible, because obviously when I shuffle, we don't see the cards that we're shuffling and putting down. We just don't see them. You don't know. We only know what comes up when we turn over the cards with you guys. So Nine of Cups and Two of Cups is real happiness and contentment in a relationship, and that's what you guys should be experiencing here. With the King of Swords, okay, this could be with an air sign, male or female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's have a look. Seven of Swords, I think somebody's coming clean with you. This is Seven of Swords is finding out something, or someone's coming clean. Let's have a look at the next card. Not good. Don't like that. Sorry, don't like that at all. Because this Seven of Swords is discovering the truth. Somebody's probably been playing, for, they've been juggling two people, you and someone else. I'm sorry to say this, Virgo. You know what it looks like here? It looks like you guys have been feeling really, really contented within a relationship with this individual here. But I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few weeks you find out with that Seven of Swords that this douchebag here has been seeing you and somebody else at the same time. Two of Wands in a love reading can mean that somebody has two lovers. So, and Seven of Swords is reversed. So you could be finding out that this person here, it's a shame because you lot have been feeling like this one's the one. Seriously, Virgo, the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups is feeling like you've got the one. Feeling so contented, happy, joyful. Like, yeah, I found the one. This person is the one for me. They're everything. And you guys have been feeling that, okay, with this individual here. But I'm sorry to say this. I think this might not be the case, because I think you might just find out that this person with the Two of Wands energy has been seeing someone else, or they've not been completely certain about your relationship. Two of Swords. I think that you guys are actually ignoring something here. Eight of Coins energy. Two of Swords and the Eight of Coins. So the Eight of Coins is working hard on a relationship. However, you're not seeing something here that this person's been working hard. To create changes. Probably to change themselves. Ace of Cups energy. Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Cups. That should be a fated love or a destined love. Karmic love. Queen of Coins. Okay. Who are we reading for now? Who is it? Virgo. That's you. That should be you. Create love with you. Soulmate. Wheel of Fortune is your destiny, your karmic. This person, I think that you're not seeing that they've been working hard, though, to create. Wheel of Fortune is to create, or well, it's not necessarily to create, actually, the Wheel of Fortune. It's to change. This is working hard, though. Somebody's been working hard on the wheel. Somebody's been going... the Eight of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune can be going round in circles, both of them, in terms of love. Going round in circles in terms of their feelings have been going round in circles concerning a Queen of Coins. This isn't you, or it could be you. I think this Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Coins is going around in circles, because the Eight of Coins is bashing away time and time and time and time again. Wheel of Fortune is going around in circles. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. One is the higher, one is the lower, but they're both the same thing. It's doing something over and over again. Two of Swords energy. Somebody cannot see themselves repeating a relationship or going through the same thing. The Ace of Cups is love. Ace of Cups is lover. It's new love. Opening up, expressing feelings to a Queen of Pentacles, expressing feelings, opening. I think this is opening up to the Queen of Coins, Queen of Cups energy. I think this person's going to open up to you. I think you are the Queen of Cups, actually, Coins, actually. I think this person is going to emotionally express to you that they can't see themselves going around in circles or doing the same thing again. I think that they're not going to do the same thing again. This is a repeat. The Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune is a repeat. This person is going to... What's going to happen here, I think, is this. You got a really good relationship going with someone here, Virgo. That Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups is an amazing combination to get for a relationship. It shows complete happiness and satisfaction in a relationship. And some of you guys really felt like that with an individual here. So with this King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female, doesn't have to be. The problem is that you're going to discover, you're going to find out, or this person might be telling you, I don't know what's going on, because I'm wondering if you're going to find out. It's either that you'll find out with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, they've actually not just been seeing you, they've been seeing someone else. Or it could be that this person tells you that they're kind of with the Two of Wands energy, they're feeling at a bit of a crossroads concerning you. It's one of the two. It looks to me like this King of Swords cannot see himself or herself repeating an action here. This is an action though. Eight of Coins is an action, but it's repeating. It's doing something over and over and over again. And the Wheel of Fortune is going around in circles. He or she can't see themselves repeating something over and over and over again. Eight of Coins and going around in circles in love with Queen of Coins. So I was like, I don't know whether this is you actually. This is like going through something over again. The Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Cups is karmic. It's karmic love. So going through this over again, this karmic relationship with a Queen of Coins. I think that whoever it is that this person with the Two of Wands energy has been kind of seeing, or they've been feeling kind of a bit of a crossroads between you and someone else. It looks to me like this might be a soulmate. It looks to me that they're going to tell you this, or you're going to find out about this person. All right, with that Seven of Swords reversed and the Two of Wands. It looks like they'll tell you about it, Virgo, or you'll find out about it. But I actually don't think that that's you. Because to me, it looks like they cannot see. It's almost like they say to you as well, look, there is been so... And underscoring that Two of Wands is a Queen of Coins. So this is probably not you. Even though it's an earth sign, it might be another earth sign, or it's just another individual. But underscoring that Two of Wands is this Queen of Coins. And I feel you're going to find out. It's either that they'll tell you, he's quite a moral guy, or you'll find out that there's been another individual with this person. All right, they're still in love. The Ace of Cups is still in love. So let's read it this way, actually. All right, let's go back to the top again. You guys got a really good relationship going with an individual here, right? Nine of Cups, Two of Cups. You think they're the one. You think they're your soulmate. You think you're going places. With this King of Swords, male, female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be. However, you're going to find out, or they're going to tell you, that they're still in love. Ace of Cups energy. It's the Two of Wands here. So they're going to tell you they might be at a little bit of a crossroads here. There's someone else. They're still in love, the Ace of Cups, with another person, that Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to tell you that they're still in love with someone. You're going to find out that they're still in love with someone else. I actually feel, though, that this person will also tell you, though, they can't see themselves continuing to work on the relationship, a relationship that's going round in circles. And sometimes the Wheel of Fortune means it's going nowhere, because if it goes round in circles, it's going nowhere. So I think they're going to say to you, yeah, I do still have feelings for this person, but I can't see myself working on the relationship with this person, the Eight of Coins, because it's going nowhere with the Wheel of Fortune. We just do the same things over and over and over and over again. Okay, so I feel that you find out that the partner in the next few weeks is in love with someone else, still has feelings. This can just still having feelings. I think you're going to find out that this partner still has feelings for someone else, this Queen of Coins. But I do feel that they're going to come clean to you with the Seven of Swords, and they're going to say, look, yeah, I do still have feelings for the Queen of Pentacles. However, I can't see myself, Two of Swords energy, working on a relationship again with this Queen of Coins energy, because it's going nowhere. All we do is repeat the same old things, and all we do is go around in circles. All right, so yeah, it's a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow, to be perfectly honest with you. All right, but I do feel that you've got an honest lover here. I actually do feel that you've got somebody who's quite honest and straight up the line with you, Virgo. Let's have a look at love. So Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Virgo and love through the Angels Romance cards? What's the advice you have for Virgos and love? All right, this two wants to come out too. I don't use reversals. I know that some people use reversals in these, but I think it's a bit silly using reversals for these type of cards. They're, you know, you can't, you know, it's just, I don't know why they do that. Anyway, doesn't matter. What I feel here is the advice is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So maybe you do need to free yourself from this relationship, because there are religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So that could be that you have a different religion to this individual, you know. That could be that you have a different set of beliefs to these individuals, but it might be that the universe is advising you, Virgo, really what needs to happen is you need to kind of walk away from this because the relationship is being influenced by a religious factor of some sort showing here. Could be. I do think you've got a decent person here when I look. They look decent. They look like they're being honest with you. Yeah, I am still in love, but I can't see myself going back to this person. I don't think they're going to say in love. I think they're going to say, yeah, I've still got feelings, but I can't see myself going back to this person because the relationship isn't going nowhere. We just keep repeating the same old things over and over again. For love, let's have a look at what the advice is for love from the universe through the fortune tellers cards. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Virgo and their love lives? Please, what's the advice you have for Virgo and their love lives, please? Show me in 3 cards. So we're going to go 1, 2, and give me a 3rd card, please. Advice for Virgo and love. 3, fair man. I'm wondering if that is the person. All right, there's a fair man here. You got dealings, or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. What's the next one showing up here? Flowers. So there could be some happiness here, but teardrops. Great personal. There's happiness, which I think I'm seeing here, but also great personal sorrow when you find out what's going on here. And it will be with a fair man. Okay, that's what's showing up there. All right, my darlings, that's your reading done, Virgo. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you like your own personal reading, just go through to my website. You can click on the link to my website through the comment section or go to the end screen. Remember, you've got your October 2019 love reading up as well. Take care. Bye-bye.